I never have enough time. Making money is hard. I'm always so tired. Everything I'm trying just doesn't seem to be working very well, and the longer and harder I try, the more frustrated I get. I'm right. I have enough time. Money wants to be my friend. I can get enough rest, and so much is working out in ways I keep discovering. I'm excited for what's next. I'm right. These stories are all true, and the beliefs and emotions that drive them hold the pen for what we create now and next. Einstein famously said, "We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we use to create them." Yes. This means that the problem and the solution cannot exist in the same space. So our invitation is to recognize the problem and then tune our attention towards not only where we think the solution may be, but to resonate with how the solution feels. Because while we are in the physical world, Einstein and countless others agree, this is a game of frequency. In my company, ARC, I teach creative mindset strategy around story consciousness and story reimagination, because I am obsessed with our ability to transform. Based on my careers as a stage and screen actor and a mindset leadership coach, I know how to deliver tools that are intuitive, authentic, and reliable for paths of self-led discovery through the many, many storylines of our inner and outer life. To show you what I mean, I would love to teach a short example of something that I teach in my ARC Intensive workshops. It's called Question Your Story. So I'll start by telling two stories of one event, the event being my coming to talk to you tonight. I will shape these stories by first titling it like a blockbuster movie so that I set the tone and the mood over the whole thing. Then I will answer the questions: who am I? Who am I talking to? What do I want them to feel? And what am I doing to achieve that? The job of the first version is to give full airtime to the dark side, the fears, the doubts, the judgments that were alive and kicking in me about this. So the title of my dark side story is Doomsday. In it, I am an undercover imposter, feigning glory and grasping at significance, who has the audacity to think I'm any good at this. I'm talking to a room full of powerful, successful women who I'm intimidated by, who will surely see right through me, and who I desperately don't want to disappoint. I want them to feel like they're not wasting their time. To do that, I will prove and perform. Wow, there is just no room for solution in that story. But I bring it to the light and I see it. Then I turn my attention and open to the loving, confirming, and rewarding version that's just as true, if not more. This one is titled The Heart to Heart. Here, I am a talented speaker and mentor who knows and loves my material and am in full trust of the impact it will have today. I'm talking to a room full of new and kindred friends who I know I'm meant to meet and share inspiration with. I want them to thrive, so I will connect and share. That's the one. That's the one I choose. Now, what this helpful exercise does is liberate us within the multiple truths that surround events, conversations, expectations, and beliefs, leading us to adjust the energetic relationship around every dimension of the story. so that we can find a new truth within it. Now, it's very important to lean all the way into each point of view, because without that level of specificity, where we can see what's going on consciously and choose it, we run the risk of showing up as a messy mix of the two, inherently creating a bit of a mixed result, which we know deep down is under potential. For example, if I'm able to show up confident and connected, but am still energetically allowing that title of doomsday, it's mixed. Or I really am authentically sharing, but somewhere deep down, I've still got you defined as the intimidating women who are tolerating my material. Mixed. And we are all undermined. It's like the difference between hearing static on the radio and tuning the dial that moment that you find the clear, full song. You can feel it. I'll share one more question, your story example. This one belonging to my dear friend, Juju So, who has a business called Mommy Money Goals. When we sat down to question her story and find the event, I asked her, what's something you need to do, you feel you need to do for your business, but that you dread? And she said, sitting down to write grants. So she created her dark side story to be titled The Torture Chamber. In this, she is an entrepreneur with a baby idea that may not even be credible. She's talking to the gatekeepers of how high she can rise. She wants them to give her money, so she will convince. That sounds pretty familiar. It actually feels, it's quite a masculine energy. So we brought that to the light, and then she opened to her solution story, which she titled Funding the Dream. Changes everything, that title. In this story, she is a messenger of empowerment, a beacon of light meant for positive impact, talking to her awaiting, aligned partners. She wants them to light up at her vision and champion her with ease. And so she's going to inspire. Now that feels like divine feminine. When we sat down to work this out, right there in the room, she came to such clarity that she had been taking on someone else's story of the grant writing story, the hows, the shoulds, the whos even, and that she did not have to embody it in those ways at all. Right there in the room, she found fresh joy and purpose, feeling her head and heart align on her unique path, the one she could feel was a match to the people and the places, the ideas and the events meant for her. She experienced herself reemerge as the leader in this story, and now she knows how to tune and choose in any other one. My wish is that when you have stuck focus on the problems of a story, you remember that you can actually pull those very helpful levers and tune yourself to the frequency of your own divine solutions. Nothing may look different right away. Maybe it will. It won't matter anymore as much because you have given yourself what you need. And in that knowledge, everything has changed. Thank you very much.